What's up guys, welcome back to another video. This is going to be the first in the series of going through Nightmare Hardcore Survival, showing you how I go about building the maps so you can follow along and hopefully get that check mark. So let's not wait too long and let's get straight into the build. Here we are, map 1, Deeper Well. How this series is going to work is I'm going to go for the first few waves, showing you what I build on each wave so you can follow along and hopefully get that check mark at the end. So for the first wave of Deeper Well, what I generally do is I chuck an explosive trap down on each side, as well as your walls from your squire, just to get that defense there. I also highly recommend having a DPS character for this map, because while it might seem like it's the first map, it's probably the easiest. That is definitely not true. You need some pretty decent stats to actually get through this map. So that's what I'm going to do for wave 1. I'm also going to swap over to a DPS character because I don't need a waller. And then with this guy, I can get through this wave, no problem. So let's jump to the next wave. We just completed wave 1. Very easy. There is one ogre though, which is why I kind of recommend a DPS character, but you could get through that ogre no problem. So what I generally do on this second wave is I build 2 DSTs facing each side, covering as much ground as you can so you don't have to worry about anything else. Very simple for wave 2 because that also uses up all your mana really. So yeah, that's my wave 2. Let's jump right into it. Just finished wave 2, really easy with those DSTs added on. Now just to finish the build, it's very simple. You want to place 2 more DSTs on either side, covering as much of the map as you can, like so. And then you also want to get your auras down. So you want your weakness aura to be covering everything as much as you can. I like to place it here so it's covering both walls, electric aura and an ensnare aura, just to kind of deal with all things that get close to these walls, no problem. And for the last thing as well, you want to add a darkness trap, just kind of as a precaution. So if there's ever a spider that gets close to these DSTs, they're not going to be able to hit them. So these things can be firing out as fast as you can. And that's pretty much the entire build that I use for Deeper Well. So I'm going to cut to about wave 15. Then I'm going to show you a speeded up version of what wave 15 looks like, and then at the end I'll also show you wave 25, just to show you that hey, this is very beatable with this build. Let's jump to that. Okay guys, I messed up. I forgot to hit record on wave 15, but wave 16 just a little bit harder. Pretty close to it as well though, not too much of an issue. At this point, I recommend definitely having a DPS character if you have one, or at a very minimum a boost monk with a speedy gem, just to help chew down the trash and the ogres that much faster to get through the wave. So yeah, let's just jump into wave 16 this time and show you just how easy it is with this build. And that was wave 16. Pretty easy with this build, only really need a little bit of help with taking out the ogres, although with my stats I didn't really need to, but if you have lower stats than mine, then definitely help out your DSTs just that little bit by DPSing the ogres. So that was wave 16. Let's jump to wave 25 and show you what the last wave looks like. We just beat wave 24, and this is the damage that has happened to my defenses. I've only really been repairing my DSTs from the ogre snotballs pretty much since wave 15, so this is about the damage my build has taken so far. So we're just going to jump into wave 25 right now, and you can see what the final wave looks like with this build. Now, you definitely want to be DPSing the ogres at this point because they have upwards of 10 million health and there's quite a few of them that spawn. So you definitely want to give a little bit of a helping hand to those. And that has been wave 25 of Deeper Well. Pretty easy with this build. Didn't really have any issues. You just want to help out with those ogres as best you can because they do start to get up there in terms of health pools. But I hope this build helps you get that check mark. If you liked the video, if the build helped you, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment down below. If you want to see me play all different types of maps live, check out my Twitch channel. There'll be a link down in the description below. Give me a follow there so you can see when I go live and you can ask me questions live or anything like that. There's also a Discord link down below. Join that. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. That's going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys have a great day.